All right, hello everyone. How you guys doing today? So there's a bull run going on, and I I always have a lot to talk about, and there's a lot been going on in my mind. I'm gonna be making a whole lot of videos, and I should say probably I would say about a couple a day. I probably should make different channels, but it's all gonna be one channel. I don't know how to do all that shit, but just ignore it. But anyway, the point is that I'm going to after my class finish, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more research on different cryptocurrency projects. I'm going to be just keep it up on the daily news of what's going on, and then having my 2 cents or 2 satoshis, however you want to say it, opinions on what's been going on. So first off, I just want to talk about my recent thoughts on Holochain. Obviously, nothing pretty much has changed. It's been about a month, a little bit over a month since their last AMA. I think it's the time for another AMA. I think there needs to be some serious clarity on the use of the HOT token. And if you're new, by the way, understand this. Please do your own research. If you're wondering if you should invest in Holochain right now, please do your own research. I'm not going to go over the technology. I'm not going to go over what it can do or what it can't do. I'm not going to shield the token or the Holochain project, although I really do love the Holochain project. I'm invested in it. That's why I talk about it. But at the same time, I really think that people should do their own research. I really think that people should check things out for themselves and then come up with their own conclusion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't really haven't been talking much because I've been writing my paper, my last paper, hopefully forever. I'm definitely not trying to get my doctorate, so I don't want to get into that. But anyway, I'm just here while I have time. I'm here at the laundromat washing clothes, and since I have time, I was like, you know what? I want to just kind of talk about what I've been thinking about as far as Holochain is concerned. Now, going ahead and get started. There's a bull run. Someone mentioned before, someone in the comment section of my last video actually brought up a good point, and he mentioned, he or she, I don't know the person, but they mentioned the fact that they remember me in my other video, which I deleted, and I shouldn't have, but you know, it's one of those things. But I talked about this very event. I talked about Holochain needs to get their act together before this bull run, because this bull run has just started. Okay, for many of you who are just jumping into the cryptocurrency space, this bull run that's about to happen is, I personally believe, is going to be the last major bull run, like insane bull run that we have. Because after that, there's not going to be any, after this next bull run, there's not going to be any speculation as into is cryptocurrencies, are they good, are they bad, blockchain technology, holochain technology, is it good, is it bad, everything else in between. I think there's going to be some clear answers after this next bull run. There's going to be a lot of people who make a lot of money, and so I think after this next bull run, I think there'll be a slight pullback because people are going to just make insane amounts of money. But I also think that after the slight pullback, there's going to be a gradual growth over time. The reason being is because everybody who pulled out their money, people are going to find out, like, wow, like everybody made a lot of money. Car dealers, I used to be a car salesman, you know, they're going to be like, man, I sold a car to this kid. He just came in and said, I want that car and that color, Lamborghini, whatever it is, and that's who it is. And he was only 25 years old. And it's like, we're going to get more stories like that because of this next bull run that's going to happen. And what's going to happen is that those people are then, they're going to be coming to the party late, right? Those people are going to start investing into cryptocurrencies and start looking into it, and then they're gonna little by little, instead of them saying, hey, you know what, I bought $5 in, you know, I don't know, Walmart or so whatever stock it is out there, they're gonna be like, you know, I bought like I bought like 0.03 Bitcoin, you know, so hopefully it goes up over time, and then they're gonna start investing and they're gonna start getting more involved. Other cryptocurrencies as well, XRP, Ethereum. Ethereum is a big one, obviously. If you're not familiar with the crypto space, Ethereum is probably, well, not probably, is going to be one of the ones that's going to make it down the road. Now, as far as Ethereum 2.0, I don't really know. I understand how it's going to change the crypto space. I understand how it's going to make Ethereum faster. But what I don't understand is, number one, it's taking a long time, which I do kind of sort of understand because it's new technology. But they're going to be on a rise. So there's a lot of things that's going on that's going to be on a rise. Now, going back into Holochain, and forgive me, I kind of went on a little tangent there, but I just wanted to, for everyone that's new to the crypto space, please understand that this is just like this is like the beginning of like an insane transition, and it's gonna get crazy. So anyway, going back to what I was saying before, my recent thoughts on Holochain. They're continuing with their testing. They're having updates. I know some people might be like, oh, do you like Holochain or do you not like it? Like, are you invested in it or are you not invested in it? Are you FUD or FOMO? Like, what's going on here? The thing is that I'm a real guy. I'm a realist. And I cannot allow my emotions. While it would be awesome, it would be great to like make a lot of money. What also would be awesome and would be great to actually do make a lot of money and be careful with and actually being careful with your funds. So as a person who aspires to be an investor, not a professional investor, but just an investor one day, I'm looking for Holochain, the network, and investing in the HOT token, and possibly Holo Fuel. I'm going to get into that in just a second. And using that to catapult my way into other cryptocurrencies, and then be able to have a more diverse portfolio. But then also, obviously, buying land, buying other things. If you're going to make a lot of money off of this next bull run, people out there, just know. By the way, I have like very, very little Bitcoin, but I mean, like, I don't have a lot at all. I don't even have one. So I do not have a whole entire Bitcoin. But the point is that my Bitcoin, I'm not touching at all. Like, I'm not even touching it. Nope, I'm not gonna get rid of it. So yeah, that's just not happening. But one of the major things is that excuse me, I lost my train of thought. Wow, getting old here. But no, one of the major things is that when you're invested in certain things, you want to make sure that you have a wide range of assets. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. We talk about this all the time. People talk about it all the time. Now, going back into Holochain. Okay, my recent thoughts. I'm gonna start talking about Holochain right now. My bad. So here's the thing. I'm divided within my mind. I'm trying to figure this out. If anybody out there who are Holochain experts or experienced, I've listened to the AMAs. I saw the videos on Holo Fuel and the HOT token, and their relationship that they have together. If you're new to the crypto space and you're wondering what in the world I'm talking about, please, again, like I said, there's a lot of videos on Holochain, on YouTube videos explaining the differences of Holo Fuel and the HOT token, how they're going to be used, and actually how they have different functions. So the main thing is what's available right now. Well, what's available right now is the hot token. And I mentioned, someone was talking about they can't wait until Holo Fuel is on exchanges. Well, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, once Holo Fuel is on exchanges, and you no longer need that intermediary, you don't no longer need the hot token. Well, what are we doing with the hot token? Like what? And I know they said that there's going to be other use cases for it, and it's going to be like Bitcoin, and that's all that's going to be created, and everything else in between. But the reality of it is that it's almost a 200 billion tokens out there. Like, is it billion or million? I believe 200 billion. Yeah. I don't really understand why there's so many tokens, number one. And number two, I don't really understand why. I do understand the reason for having a hot token. Obviously, I'm not going to go into it, but they wanted to raise money and do different things. And you're supposedly getting this hot token to hold us over to Holo Fuel. But the thing about it is that they mentioned in the AMA prior that if you earn Holo Fuel, the only way you earn Holo Fuel is through you earn Holo Fuel by hosting, and then you change your Holo Fuel into the hot token, so that you can cash out, or you can do whatever you want with the hot token. The issue that I have with that is that, like, why would anybody want to keep the hot token, number one, if it's on the exchanges? Because if it's on the exchanges, I can just go from my Ether or my XRP or my Bitcoin straight into having Holo Fuel. So what? So I don't really understand that. The other thing is that they talk about there are going to be other use cases and different things like that for Holo Fuel. Then for the hot token, and if that's the case, then just go ahead and cut the supply. Cut the supply, because it's going to be decentralized, by the way. Just cut the supply to, like, I don't know, I'm not a genius with these numbers and stuff like that, but I would just compare it. And in my other video, I compared it to XRP. I think you should probably even have way less than what I said. XRP has a lot. So I'm just saying, like, there's almost double the amount of the hot token out there than XRP. And one person on Twitter, one person, I asked a question on Twitter, and this dude was like, the what happens with hot doesn't really matter in the long term. No, it matters greatly in the long term, because if you're not even going to be using it in the long term, it's just going to be, and I hate to say it, but it's going to be an S coin. That's basically what's going to happen. Now, do I know this is what's going on? No, I'm not saying that hot token is a shit coin. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we need more clarity on exactly how the hot token is going to be used, why it's going to be used, and why should have people invest in the hot token. Now, I know some people are like, dude, like, why are you saying this? Like, you're talking about all of this stuff, but you have the hot token. And usually there's a lot of people on YouTube, when they talk about things, right, they talk about the coins that they have. Oh man, it's gonna make you $1 million. I've seen on there, like, some people have videos about how the hot token can make you $4 million, how it's gonna go to $10, how it's gonna go to $2. You got all of these people out there with these what they call them, crypto, what they call them, futuristic mediums and stuff like that. Come on, man. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Don't listen to those people, man. I will say I highly advise not listening to those people. But the thing about it is that it's always good to be hyped up, right? I'm hyped up with the technology of Holochain. What I'm not hyped up about is their communication. I've mentioned this before. How they communicate, they are not taking care or making sure that they are informing their investors or people who invest in the technology or who want the technology to go well. They're not really. It's like they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? You look at, and I can't compare, but obviously, with Holochain, there's no with the Holochain community, there's no clear leader. You know, in any organization, in anything that you have, anything that you create, there needs to be a leader, right? It's great to have a community. It really is. I love what Holochain is doing to have a great community, having things, they want their technology, they want everything to be decentralized. They don't want everything on a blockchain. They want everything to be to where, as far as Amazon Web Services, not Amazon Web Services, but having their own web hosting and different things like that. They want people to be their own, I don't know, their own person, their own entity. They want people to be able to own everything that they have. So that's wonderful. That's great. I'm completely and totally in agreement. What I'm not in agreement with is the lack of communication and understanding of exactly what's going on with these with the hot token. I understand what's happening with Holo Fuel. Holo Fuel is a little bit more complicated, but I understand where it's going to go. And by the way, Holo Fuel is, when the more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm like, wow, that's like some next level stuff, right? So I'm excited about Holochain. I'm excited about the technology. I'm excited about what it's gonna do for us. I am not excited about the hot token. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Now, will I be excited once I don't know, once something clicks in my head, once somebody tells me or explains to me, hey, you know what, you're wrong, and this is why, and they have a great reason as to why the hot token is going to be used. I believe Arthur Brock said something about he said something about the hot token, you know, it's going to be like Bitcoin, and well, he compared it. He didn't say it was going to be like Bitcoin, but he compared it to Bitcoin, saying that, you know, that's the only amount that's going to be there, and there's never going to be any more, and that people are, you know, that people are going to lose it and everything else in between. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. 21 million. Compare that to 200 billion. Or million. I really need to get my facts together with that. I'm gonna I'm gonna figure that out on the next AMA. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's 200 billion. But the point is that you can't compare that kind of you can't compare that kind of that amount of tokens, and you can't compare the hot token to Bitcoin. You just can't. And I know he wasn't making like this big huge he wasn't making a dissertation explaining exactly what he was saying, but he just made a small comment which they can easily be misconstrued, right? Like I could easily I might be twisting his words, you know, who knows? But I'm just saying what I hear and what I understood. So if there's any noise in between there, then I apologize. But that's how I got it. But anyway, the point is that there's a lot of the hot token. Now, in this next bull run, what I expect should happen, and what I think the company should do, because we can always complain about everything. We can always complain about who ain't doing nothing right and everything, but how do you make things better? Here's how you make things better. And I said this in my video that I deleted, but I'm gonna say it again. So you make things better by explaining your technology, by getting your technology out there, and by you have to by marketing. Now I know that the people within Holochain, I know that they don't want to boast this technology and say that it's going to be this awesome, great thing, and then they flop on their face. But if you look at anything great, anything in the sports world, in the tech world, in anything, it is adopted because people are inspired to use it. People want and inspired to use Bitcoin, and it's one of the slowest cryptocurrencies out there. Why? Like, why are people using it? The answer is simple. It's the same thing with Holochain. How to solve this issue? Well, you solve the issue by having better marketing and by explaining and by being excited with your project. A lot of these AMAs are tech based, right? They're talking to developers and all of these other people. They're not talking to the regular, average, everyday person that's either invested in the technology or wants to. And they do mention something about the price. They already mentioned they don't really care about the price. Okay, so if you want to invest in a Holochain or the HOT token, and you're expecting them to come out there and be like, I don't know, what's his name? Vitalik, Buterin, whatever his name is. Like, if you want to be like those guys and say, hey, you know what, this technology is going to be awesome, and you know, especially when you start talking about price, price can go to this high, this high, this high. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that in the Holochain community. Now, some of the people who are invested in Holochains, like, yeah, man, it's gonna go to $5, man. It's gonna go to $1. What? You know, I'm gonna get out of here. No, that's what's going on. Bitcoin right now, you got a lot of people high on Bitcoin, but there's a lot of people who's been high on Bitcoin for a very long time, and now that it's actually coming true, now they're really high. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you believing in something, and it's like, but then it actually happens, and you're like, yeah, see that? Told you. You know, so you have to take things with a grain of salt. Now, with Holochain, if you want to correct what it. I don't think they listen to my videos, and I don't think a lot of people do. And I thank you guys for whoever does listen to my videos and actually make comments. I really appreciate that. It doesn't matter whether they're positive or negative comments. I just want to really be able to communicate with others who either want to invest in Holochain or invested in Holochain. And these are just my sentiments and my thoughts, because I do believe that the technology is going to make it. Now, the HOT token, I don't know if it's going to make it, but the Holochain and Holo Fuel is going to make it, provided that they are able to get this technology out. So that's number one. The other thing I wanted to mention was the guy that I talked about in Twitter. He said that it doesn't really matter, and I said as far as the HOT token, but he was talking about they mentioned that you can take your HOT tokens and exchange them 1-to-1 in Holo Fuel. Well, if you're doing that, then what is the purpose of the HOT token, right? What is the purpose? I want to know. Because if you're trying to get people to switch over from the Holo token to Holo Fuel, what is it here? What is it what we're doing? And I think that's where a lot of people are going to be upset, because they're like, well, what's going on? So what the best thing to do is to actually come out and say exactly what your plan is for the hot token, what your plan is for Holo Fuel, and kind of saying, okay, well, here's how things are going to go. And as far as what the price is, they can't really, people can't really talk about the price or anything like that, because in the beginning, well, Holo Fuel, it's going to be something new, and I'm not going to go over the calculations, and I don't, y'all don't want me messing with numbers when it comes to that. But the point is that there's going to be a lot. So going back to what I was saying, how do you correct the problem? You correct the problem by being upfront. They are upfront. They have the AMAs, but they're more on the technical side. They really need to talk to people on like regular everyday people who are in the cryptocurrency space, because usually people aren't paying attention if they're not in the crypto space. They're just oblivious. I don't know where these people are, crawling up under a rock looking at cats playing videos, cats playing the piano or something like that. I don't know. But the point is that they have to be able to communicate better with the Holo community. Once they're able to do that, once everyday average people, right, in the crypto space, once they're able to do that, then they can get people more involved with Holochain, and people can be excited about Holochain. People love excitement. People want to be excited about something, right? You know what? I'm gonna make. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. The next video that I make, I'm gonna be so excited, and I'm gonna be in here, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, boy. Like, did y'all see the rise in Holochain, like the hot token, excuse me, the rise of it went up 10%. People, you don't see this every day in the stock market, let me tell you. So I'll do that next. The next one, that's what I'm gonna do. The next one is gonna be my hype video, where I talk about everything positive with Holochain, the Holo community, the hot token, and Holo Fuel. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, the point is that, like I said, I'm a realist though. So I like to be level-headed. I like to think about what I'm invested in. And I think that Holochain can be a very great project. I just don't think that they understand how important it is to be able to recruit people, because everything that you do in life is sales, right? Everything that you do, you want to try to invite people, you want to try to persuade people to be able to invest. People talk about Bitcoin, when I was talking about Bitcoin, or when I do talk about Bitcoin, people look at me like I'm crazy. Now I've had a couple of people's like, oh wow, man, you were right, man, I'm glad I bought a little bit of Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying, it went up. Well, yeah. And then you have some people that they're like, hey, what is this Bitcoin again? Like, I remember you was talking about it. Like, what do you think of blah, blah, blah? Now they want my opinions, and I didn't want everything else in between. Like, that's what's been going on. But the reality of it is that I was excited about I'm excited about cryptocurrencies in general. I'm excited about Bitcoin. I'm excited about other possible projects out there. The main thing though is that I'm not excited about losing money as a person, because I'm talking about Holochain, I'm talking about a hot token, I'm talking about investing. And one of the things is that when we have this transition, going back to what I was saying, because I totally skipped it and I only got a couple minutes left, but I'll talk about it real quick. The guy said something about Holochain, how it doesn't matter if you're investing in Holo Fuel for the long term. But here's the thing, you only have 6 months. You only have 6 months to change your Holo token into Holo Fuel. So why are they giving us 6 months if they're supposed to be working independently? Why are they giving us 6 months? After 6 months, I know they talked about this a little bit, and they said, well, you can make your choice and everything else in between, and then it just won't be 1-to-1. You can change it out, but it won't be 1-to-1. The thing is that I don't know if there's going to be an advantage of changing your hot token to Holo Fuel 1-to-1. Now, if there is, now if it does happen, that's the one thing that's going to be a positive thing. If and when Holo Fuel comes out and they say, and you exchange it 1-to-1, and Holo Fuel is like $2 to $3, and exchange all of your hot tokens into Holo Fuel, well, damn, like, I would do that in a hot second. In a hot second, right? And I'm trading all. I'm getting rid of all of my hot, you know? So hot can be there. It can make it. There's a lot of things that's good possibilities for the hot token. It's a risk if you're wanting to jump into the hot Holochain and get some hot. I would most definitely do your own research. This is like a year or two project. I would say if they don't have Holo Fuel out in exchanges by February or March, we can pretty much say it's a wrap, because the technology is going to be stolen. Talked about that in my last video. I believe that there's going to be other things and other people, bigger companies, that's going to be able to take notice and be able to adjust and be able to move forward, while I don't know, while people and those within Holochain are still twiddling their thumbs. Not that they are. I'm just making a joke, because I really do think that they're working hard on the project and different things like that. But I really want the project to succeed, but there just has to be a lot. The communication has to be better. So anyway, look forward to that next hype video. I might be a little bit sarcastic in the hype video all the way through, but it is what it is. You guys take it easy, stay safe out there, and see you next time.